Something I like doing every now and again is peeling back the curtain from this YouTube life and just taking a step back and looking at how weird it is that I'm stood in my bedroom talking to a camera. I mean, it feels very normal. It feels very natural to do. It feels natural to watch as well. It feels like I'm just talking to you. But when you actually step back and realize that I'm just alone in a room talking to a camera on a tripod, it starts to get weird. So I thought I'd do a tag video, which has been going around a little bit, and it's called the behind the scenes tag, where you talk about like how you film your videos and all of that kind of stuff. So without further ado, where do you find inspiration for your videos? Anywhere. In this case, just randomly on the internet, but normally I get them from you guys. A lot of the videos I've made of late have been requests, or they have been things that I think will help you in some way. For example, I've just done a couple of videos on house hunting and applying for placements. Do you have a Word document, notebook, etc. dedicated to video ideas? I do, and I've been through it before on a main channel video, and it's this book here. Although I don't really use it that much anymore, I use things like Google Keep and something called Trello, which enable me just to quickly jot down video ideas and then set up a nice plan of like all the videos I'm going to make over the next month or whatever. So I'm starting to slowly steer away from physical idea books and onto digital ones, but I still use this to like write out scripts or video plans and stuff like that. How do you prep for a video? The step-by-step process basically is think of an idea, jot it down onto Google Keep. If it's a good idea, I'll translate that onto my Trello project management board, and then I will create all the things I need for it. Say if I'm going to create a blog post around it, or I will like bullet point all of the things I want to talk about, and then when it comes to a time that I can film, I set up my microphone and tripod, and I just kind of stand here and talk to you. That's about all the prep that goes into it, to be honest with you. How long does it take you to prepare your appearance for a video? Not very long. However long it takes me to normally do my appearance, I guess, which is about 15 minutes, excluding shower. Obviously, okay, if you add a shower on, then half an hour, but what time of the day do you film? I usually aim to start filming around 11 o'clock, but I don't normally get around to it until about 1, and then I can film from between 1 and about 4 o'clock, which is about when it is now. Show/tell us where you film. When I'm filming videos for the main channel, I used to film about here, where I would sit on my bed and my microphone and tripod would be about there, but I'm trying somewhere new now, which is basically here. And to film, what I do is I move my chair from there to there, put my tripod up, put my microphone up, and then I normally stand just in line with the tripod feet there, like that. And then I take advantage of these lovely, glorious bay windows to light my videos with. Natural lighting or studio lighting? Natural lighting, I don't have space for, and/or can't afford proper studio lights, although I would really, really like a softbox or two, because they are so frigging cool. What type of camera do you film with? When I first started filming videos, I started with a camcorder, and that camcorder used to write to a disc, and you could hear the disc spinning in the background. But after a while of just getting annoyed with that camcorder, I upgraded to this, which was my first proper, my own camera. And it is a micro 4/3 mirrorless camera. It's a Lumix G10, and it stood me well for about 3 years, 3-4 years this camera did. It was very, very good. The next camera I got was a Canon 115HS, and it was my daily vlog camera. And I used this camera for about a year maybe, before it started to have proper clicking problems, and it's really problematic, and the battery is absolutely horrendous. Even worse than my current daily vlogging camera, which is a Canon 245HS, and it's really, really good. Battery life isn't great anymore. It's gotten old in its old age. I've even bought spare batteries and they're not even that great. But my newest camera is one that I'm filming with right now, and that is a Canon 700D, and it's absolutely beautiful. Everything wrong with this camera is fixed in this camera. It's so good. I'm going to make a video dedicated to it at some point in the future. I'm still learning all of the little like things about it so that I can give proper good advice and a good review with it, but it is absolutely excellent. I adore it so much. And then I also have a dedicated webcam which I use for my live streams. Although it doesn't really count in this section, I don't use the onboard microphones from my cameras. I use a Blue Yeti microphone. But yeah, this bad boy has stood me well as well. I've had it for several years and it's beautiful, and I would recommend it to anyone who wants a microphone for filming, assuming they don't need one that's attached to the camera or one that's light, because it's very, very heavy and very, very big, I guess. But, you know. Do you ever script your videos / go off of an outline? I normally write an outline or a bullet pointed list for videos. I got into the habit of writing scripts, but then I don't feel like they're as natural as they could be. So instead I take the hit later, I just ad-lib the video and then take the hit when I have to edit down a massive video file. There are some very good advantages to scripting. I just choose not to use it for every single video. I prefer naturally just saying things and just vomiting words out onto you, basically. If you edit your videos, what program do you use? For daily vlogs, I use Windows Movie Maker, and for this channel I use Adobe Premiere, which is excellent. I've tried a lot of video editors and I can't get on with many of them, but I'm the kind of person that once I've tried one thing, it's very hard for me to fall out of love with that one thing and go back to something else. But over the years, I've used things like Sony Vegas. I tried Corel's Video Studio. That's what I first started with until I moved to Premiere. And I tried HitFilm, but HitFilm was horrendous. How long are your unedited videos before you scale them down? Usually they're about 30 minutes long. How many times do you try and film per week? With the exception of my daily vlogs, which I film obviously every day. I try to film main channel videos every weekend, but it usually turns out into filming every other weekend. How often do you pre-film videos? I usually have a pre-decided plan of about 4 videos that are going to go up in a specific order, and I usually film like once every fortnight, 2 videos. And I actually have the utmost respect for people who actually are able to film a video in one day, edit it and upload it the same day. I don't know how people can do that. It usually takes me a long time. How long will a typical video take from setting up your equipment to uploading? It probably takes me about an hour to set up everything because I've got to do audio tests and video checks and all of that kind of stuff. I've got to rearrange my room a little bit, make it nice and clean and presentable for you. Then I've got to get ready, so add 15 minutes onto that. Filming, average half an hour, so an hour and 45. Editing can take anywhere between an hour and 3 hours. It can take longer. So yeah, I'd say each video takes about 5 hours if you don't count like pre-planning. And that's all the questions I have for this tag, so I guess I have to tag other people, although I wasn't tagged in it in the first place, so I would like to tag anyone out there who would like to do it, because no one tagged me, so just friggin' use the idea, man, go for it. But that's all for this video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that it's pulled back the curtains a little bit onto how I make these videos. A big massive grey cloud has rolled in and I'm losing my natural light, so I ought to get going. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I will catch you later.